Welcome to Casa Lune, where timeless elegance meets farmhouse warmth in early summer style. In today's video, discover a beautifully curated vintage home infused with luxury and charm. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more cinematic home inspiration that celebrates refined living with heartfelt, nostalgic design. Under the golden morning light, a pristine farmhouse facade emerges with quiet grandeur. White clapboard walls, sage green shutters, and a gently sloped metal roof compose a timeless exterior. Lavender bushes line the gravel path, while wicker rockers and striped awnings grace the porch, evoking serene southern elegance. Stepping through the sage-painted front door, the entryway unfolds in soft ivory tones. Honey-hued pine floors reflect filtered sunlight from a transom window. A vintage console table supports stoneware jugs and fresh-cut wildflowers, while an antique brass pendant lamp casts warm glows over the board and batten walls. The living room opens in a palette of quiet charm. Linen curtains diffuse sunlight across a slip-covered sofa in oatmeal, adorned with floral and striped pillows. A vintage trunk serves as a coffee table atop a hand-woven jute rug. Above, reclaimed beams frame creamy shiplap walls and a timeless antique mantel. In the dining room, summer ambience flows around a long harvest table. Made of reclaimed barn wood, it's surrounded by mismatched Windsor chairs in soft blue and gray, A vintage hutch displays ironstone dishes, and French doors flood the space with light, bouncing off delicate textures and creating inviting warmth. The kitchen is a gentle balance of function and refinement. White shaker cabinets with brass latches rise to the ceiling. Open shelves reveal curated enamelware. A butcher block island hosts a bowl of lemons, contrasting with soapstone counters. Below the window, a gingham curtain sways beside blooming herbs. Beside the kitchen, a breakfast nook welcomes morning sun through leaded glass. A round pedestal table rests under an enamel pendant light, surrounded by crossback chairs and a linen-wrapped banquette. A basket of scones and a soft gingham cloth create a sense of everyday luxury wrapped in rustic charm. The hallway blends elegance and nostalgia with grayish beadboard walls and narrow runner rugs in faded reds and blues. Botanical prints in aged frames line one side. Schoolhouse ceiling lights cast a mellow glow, revealing the history etched into every plaster crack and worn wooden edge. primary bedroom glows with romance and calm. A soft ivory iron bed is dressed in layers of linen and patchwork florals. Aged floral wallpaper wraps the room in warmth, while lace curtains shimmer in sunlight. A spool-legged table with amber lamp completes this retreat of timeless softness. The ensuite bath feels like a page from a vintage dream. A clawfoot tub in dusty blue anchors the room under divided light windows. Checkerboard tiles set the stage for copper sinks atop a repurposed dresser. Beadboard walls and linen drapes heighten the air of tranquil luxury. The guest bedroom is breezy and tender. A spindle bed in cornflower blue is layered with crisp whites and faded florals. A rattan-framed mirror above a tall dresser reflects golden sunlight. Whitewashed walls and a braided rug create a sense of relaxed sophistication, grounded in farmhouse authenticity. Hidden along the hallway, a linen closet becomes a curated moment. Open shelves are stacked with waffle towels in cream and sage. Wicker baskets are labeled with handwritten tags. Lavender sachets scent the air. A chipped vintage step stool rests nearby beneath the soft gleam of transom-filtered light. The laundry room is filled with domestic charm. Beadboard cabinets in chamomile surround marble counters. A pull-down rack and gingham curtains frame a porcelain sink below herb-filled windowsills. Antique tools hang decoratively, while woven hampers and terracotta tile create a utilitarian elegance rarely found in such a space. Upstairs, the loft offers a peaceful creative space. Warm cream walls and wide plank floors set the tone. A vintage drafting table faces a window lined with bookshelves, filled with swatches, ceramics, and journals. A linen armchair rests below a skylight where golden light drapes the room in serenity. Beneath the staircase, a reading nook hides quietly. Cushioned in ticking stripe, the bench rests beneath a leaded window. Shelves of vintage hardbacks and framed sketches create a miniature library. A brass swing arm lamp completes the secret corner where the house breathes in stillness and whispers of stories. The mudroom speaks of practical beauty. Olive beadboard walls frame a built-in bench with wire baskets. Shaker pegs display sun hats and canvas totes. Slate floors ground the space, and a vintage farm map adds local heritage. Sunlight from a small pane highlights dried herbs and familiar textures. The sunroom offers a sanctuary of natural light. Paned windows open to blooming roses. A rattan daybed layered in linen pillows sits beside a small wood table holding sweet tea and Queen Anne's lace. Breezes slip through the screen door, stirring shadows and floral fragrances into golden softness. The back porch glows with relaxed elegance. Teak furniture surrounds a vintage iron fire pit. Woven throws and ticking cushions invite pause, while cafe lights overhead offer soft twilight radiance. Galvanized crates overflow with herbs and trailing petunias beneath the flutter of faded flag bunting in warm air. Past the porch, a garden path leads to a reimagined shed retreat. Ivy clings to its shiplap walls. A Dutch door opens to terracotta pots, dried florals, and garden tools on a potting bench. Linen curtains dance at the window as soft light warms this poetic countryside corner. Raised garden beds stretch outward, bordered by gravel and rustic fencing. Tomatoes, basil, and zinnias thrive beneath trellises and antique watering cans. A shaded pergola offers rest, with a rustic bench beneath humming honeysuckle. The air feels full, rich with scent, color, and the rhythm of nature and nurture. The backyard completes the sanctuary with elegance. A vintage iron table rests under a magnolia tree, surrounded by potted topiaries and mismatched lanterns. A faded rug anchors the scene. String lights glow as dusk deepens, wrapping the home in the magic of southern summer and enduring warmth. Thank you for joining us on this enchanting tour of vintage farmhouse luxury, brought to life with early summer serenity. We hope it inspired your dream space. Subscribe to Casa Lune, give this video a like, and share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.